Rise and shine, it's time for D is for drama. That's drama with the D. She puts the D in drama. Her guests will spill the tea. Tune into D is for drama. If gossip's what you need, it's time for D is for drama. That's drama with the D. D! I'm your host, Shannon D, and today I am joined by actor and writer. You can find him on Showtime's Billions or playing a little b-ball on HBO's Winning Time. He just shot a pilot starring yours truly called Piece of Chet. Please welcome Chetin Göle, a.k.a. Baklava Chewbacca.
Hey, thanks for having me, Shannon.
Thank you for being here.
Great, you said it perfectly.
I know, I was struggling. I was like, Baklava Chewbacca.
Yeah.
I know how to say the words separately, but when they're put together, it's just a little difficult.
Just trying to challenge people and make them question themselves while I feel equally uneasy.
Exactly.
That's kind of the way, that's the
MO.
brand?
That's the brand.
I guess you could say.
Well, tell my listeners what all that means because they're probably a little confused.
Recently, actually, it was about a couple years ago, Shannon and I and a bunch of our friends went to
Vapor Days, the party in the desert by Jakey T.
Yeah, Jakey Tuesday. And so a friend of mine at the time was like
ex-friends.
Yeah.
Both of our ex-friends, if you know who we're talking about.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah. That's correct. But anyway, so
we have joined a support group with each other.
It's a three-person support. I'm so glad you said
There's
that.
a lot of us in there, actually.
Yeah. But what had happened was there was a voicemail that Jake had sent me in.
Yeah, I don't even know the story.
Oh,
of
that's
this.
crazy. So the short version is like in college, like we both went to ASU. Jake had started a podcast before podcasts were a thing.
Yeah.
I like didn't know what it was.
No, back then?
No, and I just started doing stand-up.
There was podcasts back then.
Yeah, I was like, you do words in an iPod? Like, I didn't.
What? An iPod. Wow, we're really aging.
And I think that's where
here.
podcast comes from. Is like,
yeah,
so
I think you're right.
Anyway, so I went to Jake's house after I went through a breakup of someone I was going on and off with in college. Something like, I don't even know what happened, but like I was just a little sad boy.
Yeah.
And I was like, just started doing stand up, and Jake is like the reason I started doing stand up because he was this like super loud.
Oh yeah, Jake was like the all-star. Everyone knew him. He was famous.
Yeah, and he would be he was in my class, and he'd be like, hey everybody, just on Friday, underneath the Taco Bell, we've got comedy. And he did it every week. I was like, shut the fuck. And then, but secretly, I was like, I'd want to do it my whole life. And I had like quit basketball, college basketball a couple years earlier. And I was like looking for something, and I had been writing stuff down for a long time. So anyway, I joined stand-up. I did pretty decently. I like kind of went over that group. And so I was sad. Like, Jake's a big, happy guy.
Yes.
So he's like, oh, you feeling bad, man? Come over. And he gave me this speech that he had absolutely no business being that good.
Yeah.
And this guy who was also there, this little tiny guy in the corner, like recorded it on his laptop.
Now, why was he recording without your consent?
It was, it's illegal. It was literally illegal. And it like,
but we're glad he did it.
It's one of the few times in my life, and that's why I love Jake so much, is that he's just as big as me and also louder. So I can like be an audience member and not have to fill that space in the room.
Yes.
So I actually get to relax a little bit when I'm with someone who's like more of something than I am naturally.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wasn't talking the whole time. It was just him just being like,
giving you this speech.
This incredible speech.
He says like, you're fucking Chet Göle.
Yeah, like he ends
like
the thing with,
like,
he's like, you're fucking Chet Göle, don't you forget it. And I used that clip every time I went to do an interview.
Oh,
the next like 10 years, I used that clip, and it would like get me focused and like in my own body type of thing. And so I sent this to our mutual former friend, and he made this like chorus out of it. The drop of "You're fucking Chet Göle." He's like, "Hey, when we go to Vapor Days, let's
make
this song because he's DJing. And like, I was like, if we're going to do a drop with my name in it, we have to make it ironic. We have to make it super Turkish and we have to make it like goofy, but like taking it seriously without being serious.
Yeah.
And we did it. And like, we performed it in front of people. And we were just messing around. And was it 30 people, 20, 30 people there?
Like
Afterwards, people were like, when are you performing? Like, it was
really fun.
It ended up being good. And so I incubated for a couple years trying to figure out what to do with it. Edited it down. Instead of us doing it as a duo, I kind of like, the song was called Baklava Chewbacca.
Yes.
And so I took that name and it was
his
like
name now.
That's my
musical
name, and it's like
comedy musician.
A way to just kind of stand 10 toes down and be like, this is who I am, and kind of use that narrative as like a point of view for the things that I make that are coming up.
Fucking Chetin Göle, bitch.
Yeah. And so it's like I really don't care if someone doesn't like it. I think it's fun and good and it's catchy, and
it's really fun.
Got like 4 more in the bank. 4 more songs, and we're using that as the theme song for a pilot that my friend Kenny wrote for me.
Yes, and I was in it.
Yes,
as the crazy woman that he goes on an online dating app with.
Yes, we are characters meet on an online dating app, and it goes whatever Beyond Sideways is based off of reality.
Yes, based on a true story. Yeah. That'll come out, you said, at the end of March, so I'll definitely mention it. But for now, I'll put the song in the show notes.
Thank you.
You guys have to check it out, especially because you guys all know and love Jake so much.
Yeah,
so
Jake's the best.
But also, Chet is Turkish. That's where Baklava Chewbacca comes from. And then he's a giant.
A giant Chewbacca, yeah. And so it doesn't have to make sense. It's just fun. And it's a comedy rap song, and it's a lot of fun, and there'll be a lot more where that came from.
Yeah, I love it.
Thanks.
So proud of you.
And thanks for having me, Shannon. This is great.
Of course. Well, today we're going to be talking about dating app drama.
Oh boy.
And as we were just saying, his pilot was inspired by a story that we will probably tell later in the episode. But you said you had a few more in your arsenal.
Well, yeah, I do have a few more, but it's basically as a millennial that has like lived from, like, we are the same age as the internet, and like dating apps started when we were at the tail end of college.
Yeah.
So like they were in full form as soon as we were like out in the workforce. Going through that and seeing the whole thing happen, there's so many positives and negatives. I would say at this point, just like everything in the world that's digital, it's overwhelmingly negative.
Yeah.
But I have 2 out of the 3 major serious relationships I've had in my life.
We're from apps.
We're from apps, and you get to meet more people. It's similar to like in acting. It's like you get to be seen, like the casting people get to see more people because of self-tapes.
Yeah.
Where we are now, I felt like, and I still feel like, it's become like a commodity or a like ordering food on an app.
Yeah.
Like there's
so much selection.
It's so much selection, and it's like you forget, and there have been times where I'll realize like, oh, I'm like I'm rejecting a whole person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 6'6", so I acknowledge
the privilege.
I'm at an advantage when it comes to that, but there are some people who aren't, and like what they don't realize is that it's not necessarily better when you get attention from women because of your height.
Oh, why?
Because it's like,
oh, it's like getting attention for being having big boobs.
Yeah,
or something.
Exactly. I was waiting for you to say it, so I didn't have to.
You're like trying to
it's like
give me telepathy.
Yeah, like what you don't realize is like when you become this is weird, the hot girl of the situation.
Yeah.
Which is like, I was a late bloomer. I had like acne and bad teeth and a retainer till I was like 20.
Yeah.
So it took me a while
retainer.
to. Oh yeah, I had a Nike logo on the bottom of it
and
and everything.
Serious?
Yeah, and I had 2 fake teeth. So when I pop it out, I look like a vampire rabbit.
Oh, hot.
Yep. Yeah. So it took me to like maybe 24 to settle into when I was getting attention. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you talking to me?
So anyway, like it's like filtering out like, oh, I only want to be with, if a guy had this version, it's like, oh, so like boobs bigger than butt or
Yeah.
butt bigger than boobs, or like, oh, nothing less than a C boob,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, you get that vibe, but then once you're talking, and this goes into the story, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of good things, but the negatives is you'll get, like, one of the best things that's ever happened was after a breakup, I moved in with a platonic friend of mine. And it was a great situation because she's a straight woman, I'm a straight guy, and we are both in the dating apps and we're platonic friends. So we got
no attraction there at all.
No, like I mean, that's the thing. It's like she had said to me once, like, oh, I thought you were really attractive until you like opened your mouth and started talking. And that's a thing.
Love that compliment. I've gotten that.
But like, it's kind of nice because it's like I have a decent amount of like female friends.
Yeah.
That I can like, I have a good rapport with.
Yes.
And that I hope they feel safe.
Yeah. No, it's good when it's a platonic relationship. Like, you want to hear that.
Exactly. And so I'm just coming off a breakup. I'm out into the world. I'm about to move to LA. I'm in New York City.
Okay.
I realize I'm about to move to LA in a few months, but I want to be out and see what's out there, and like being a little repressed after being in a relationship for someone who was a textbook like narcissist.
Oh,
you're kind of like recovering from that and kind of like trusting yourself again. And like once you start trusting yourself, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, so now I want to be out there and figure it out. So I'm like, how do I come off and say like, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm also don't want to be creepy and I just want to hook up.
I'm just here to fuck.
Yeah, that's not like there's an element of that there.
Yeah, but you're also like wanting to date and like have fun.
Just see what it's like out there.
It's not just
again.
about the physical.
Right. But also I'm an actor, and at that time I was a tour guide. And so it's like I don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so how do
where would you go on dates at that time?
Bars. It was one of those things where it's like I would find a good bar near where I lived or where I was out of convenience.
And you would make her to come to you?
Only after I realized that half the time, and this is where the problem came in, is that literally half of these dates were these girls looking for a free meal.
Oh, more than half?
More than half. It was so wild. I was like, is this real? Is this happening? Like to everyone else?
What would they say?
I realized this girl came to a date with her like luggage.
I
was like, what's up? And she's like, oh, I'm going to the airport right after this. I'm like, okay. She's like, oh yeah, no, it's fine. And she ordered like so much food, got food to go.
No.
And I was like, yeah, so what time's your flight? She's like, oh, in like 30 minutes I gotta be. And I'm like, are you gonna make it? She's like, I'll be fine. I'll get those to go. And I was like, I realized
she probably didn't have a home.
I don't know. She was just visiting.
Oh, I thought she was lying about the flight.
No, she was definitely going on a flight because she had luggage and stuff. Like,
but she was like, oh, I need some dinner. I need some food for the plane.
And I would like a free drink. And that was where it was. And I asked my friend, like, how do we do this? And she goes, be as honest as possible in your first message or on your bio. Because it's going to cut a lot of time out. And if they're not it and you're not it, nobody's time is wasted.
Yeah.
And if they are in, then it's like, and she was 100% right.
Well, what would you say?
Like, hey, I'm about to move to LA, newly single. Be a little like, it was a good writing exercise. Like, be cheeky about it, be fun. Do everything because I'm a large man, so it's like do everything you can to not be creepy.
To disarm.
Yeah, to disarm. But also be like, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I would like to like, you seem like cool or whatever. If you're not, great. Yeah. No hard feelings.
Okay.
Disc match from me once.
Yeah.
And so I used that. Fast forward like 5 years. I'm in LA during the strike. There's no jobs. There's no money.
Yeah.
Living off savings.
Wait, but this time you're not moving. So
no, this time I'm not moving. I just said like, hey, so I'm an actor. It's the strike. Can't really do a lot. And I went even more into it. I was like, I don't have a lot of money at the moment because of the situation.
Oh, you be that honest?
And it was like, Yeah, because I was like, I don't fucking have anything to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
And
how would they respond usually?
it was like hit or miss. And it was never like, oh, you're a creep or whatever. It was just like, oh, okay, cool. It was like a lot of unmatches right away. But I also kind of got tired of the LA thing of like, oh, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
That's the lot of what the dating. I think it sure goes both ways for guys and girls. But I felt a lot of like, okay, you're decently attractive, you're tall, but like, what can you do for me? Not like, who are you as a person?
Right.
And so I tell them right away.
Yeah.
Who I am, what I'm about, where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And so eventually I talked to this one girl. It ended up working. Like we hit it off a little bit. And I was like, so I'd like to meet, but this is the situation. So, and she's like, oh, I'm from the Valley. Like there's so much we could do that's cost effective.
Yeah.
And it got to this point where I wasn't embarrassed about it because I'm like, this is where I'm at. I don't have anything to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, she's like, let's go hiking. And she's like, oh, I know this trail. Like I've been there so many times. And it's on the 4th of July. Ken, our mutual friend Ken, I'm going to his 4th of July party after.
Oh, okay.
So I pick her up. We're going, and it should not take that long. It's in the Valley. And she's like, maybe we should just go to coffee. And I'm like, we're dressed for hiking. I'm like, what? Why? She's like trying to avoid it. By the time we get to the hiking trail, like there's the first fork in the road, and she's like, what do you think? Should we go right or left? I was like, I've never been here.
Yeah.
Like,
you're my guy.
This is one of the few times where I was like, I caught it right away. Like, this is going to be, yeah. And then we're at the bottom of something now when there's signs that say like hazardous material. And she's like,
hazardous material.
Like, it felt like there's like a Nickelodeon show where like the family in a Jeep goes into a cavern and there's dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of it was, but
that's just like unlocked a memory for me. I don't know what it's
like
called.
not Land of the Lost, but it's like there's a dad and 2 kids in a Jeep.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Dinosaur land.
Dinosaur.
So we were close to Dinosaur
any
land.
Minute now.
Any minute now. And so she goes, I hope we don't get lost for too long because it's like, I don't really have that many juicies left. And she pulls out this like fanny pack thing, which she had like sent me a picture of her like just wearing the fanny pack
over her boobs.
Yeah, or like it was risque, but it was like subtle.
Fanny pack over boobs.
Yeah,
with nothing on underneath.
Something like that.
That's not that subtle.
But I mean, it wasn't the whole image. It was like so. I knew
Before you met.
Yeah, so it was like a fanny pack. Like she was joking about the fanny pack before we met.
Okay.
And being cute about it.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh, this is my lifesaver, like thinking that she likes fanny packs.
Okay.
Well, when she's like, I hope we don't get lost for too long because I don't have that many juicies left. She pulls out like a little juice box and starts drinking out of it. I was like, oh, what?
Okay.
And she's like, oh yeah, like, so I'm diabetic. She's like, yeah, so like we can't get lost for too long because if I have low blood sugar, like it could be a problem.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, hazardous material, hiking, fireworks, like in the distance, fear of a fire happening. It's just, so then I went into like, this is not a date, survival mode. I get my phone out, no service.
Because are you guys up pretty far now?
We're up pretty far, but we're like in this weird, like we can see a backyard.
Yeah.
We could see like, I don't know, we're in Studio City, but also Mulholland Drive is somewhere.
Yeah.
And so we get to these points where she's like, I don't know where to go now. Where do we go?
Oh no.
And I was like, stay focused. Like I turned into like the dad of the situation.
Yeah.
And she's like, I need to sit down. I'm losing energy.
No.
Yeah. And
Did she have water with her?
No.
Oh no.
I had my water and I gave it to her already.
Yeah.
And she just like threw the bottle down. And I'm like, this is.
Wait, what? Why?
I don't know. Out of frustration. And so
This was her idea.
This was her idea. And she said that she knew where we were going. We get to this final thing where she's like, I think we're going this way. And I was like, you think we're going this way? Well, you thought that we were going to go to somewhere. And now that we're halfway to the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And no, we're going this way. And I saw something that went direct, like a path that went directly up.
Okay.
But it was the year that there was a lot of rain in the winter.
Yes.
And halfway up, we realized it was just like a trickle down
Mud slide.
And so it was this loose gravel, and we were literally climbing like this up the side of like this cliff next to Mulholland Drive. We can see Mulholland Drive, and I turn around and she's like, I can't go anymore.
Oh no.
And I was like, this is not the time to cry.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't at my best. So this isn't all on her. I turned into like survival mode.
Also, why didn't you just go the other way that wasn't the mudslide way?
Because it was too late.
Yeah, okay. We were already dirty.
We were already,
we were in it.
It was a lot more effort for me to go down.
Yeah.
And then go forward. And also the sun was setting.
Oh.
So I was like, we just got to keep going.
Well, why didn't you turn around?
That was my mistake. Because I didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
When we
but
turned
at that point
around.
you were like just lost.
We were so far in, and like, she's like, I fucking hate this.
Like, no.
I fucking hate this. And I don't even know you.
Are you kidding?
And meanwhile, I turn around and I was like, this is fucking insane. And I turn around and I see like the sun is setting. You see the whole valley, and there's fireworks, and the sun is set. It's it's like an Arizona sunset.
Oh, gorgeous.
And I turn around, I was like, this is beautiful. And I look down and she's like, this
mascara running
she
down
goes,
her face.
she literally said, this is the worst day of my fucking life. There's been nothing worse than this. And I look up and it's like gorgeous. And I look down and she's having the worst day of her life.
Oh no.
We get up to the top and
I can't believe you're still trying to go to the top.
Well,
where else were you gonna go?
Where else you gonna go? And then I drop her off. I go to Ken's.
Wait, hold on. But the top's not the end because you have to go back down, right?
No. So we get up to Mulholland Drive, and then that takes us. So once we I had to pull her up. She's like limp like this.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't do it. And I'm like,
her blood
pulling her
pressure,
up.
blood sugar
gone. Who fucking knows if that's even real?
Why do you think she was lying?
I don't know.
Can't trust her.
Her hiking boots were brand new. Oh. Never used them before.
Yeah.
She never been on this thing. So we get up to the top. She's not talking anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And normally I'm the one that's clearly talks a little too much. And the fact that she's not talking and I'm not talking, I'm like, let's go. It's over.
Let's get the hell out of here.
By the end, she's like, we'll just take a shower and then come back over and we'll hang out.
You're kidding.
No. And
it's that 6'6".
And so it's like
that'll get you.
In the end, when I was at Ken's place,
I
told this story and I was like, when did this happen? I was like, 25 minutes ago. And she had texted me during that time to be like, when are you coming over?
Oh, because you told her you would?
No, I was just like, I'll let you know when I'm done at my friend's.
Yeah.
She's like, when are you coming over? And I said, I'm sorry, this is just not, I don't think this is going to work.
You're like, were you there earlier?
I was like, what world were you in? And it was one of those things where it's like, now she knows why I'm probably single and I know why she's single. And when I said that, I wasn't a jerk. I was a jerk at times during the crisis of the mud.
Yeah.
And I said, it's not going to work out. And then she not only unfollowed me, but I was like, I got a notification from Bumble that I was banned.
Banned?
Yeah.
She
or not banned,
you?
But I was reported.
For what?
I don't know.
For trying to save her life?
It was because I was only talking to her at that point. So there was no other person. And I didn't fight it. I was like, what am I going to do? Send screenshots that she's insane? That's not a nice thing to say.
No.
I just needed to take a break after that. So
now, a couple questions.
Yes.
I still don't understand. You get up to Mulholland Drive. Where did you guys Uber there?
No, I drove.
But I don't get why your car was on Mulholland.
She lived in Studio City. I picked her up.
Mm-hmm.
And we went up to where it was 10 minutes from her place.
So that was the end and the start point.
Yeah, that was the end and the start point was the parking lot of whatever trail this was.
Okay.
And so we had to walk along Mulholland Drive to the parking lot where we started, which was like 15 minutes in itself.
So that was where you were being quiet.
That's where we were both not
talking
talking
to each other
at all.
Oh.
And I had to look back to see if she didn't faint,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it's like, and she's like poking herself with the monitor. And
Oh, she was?
Oh my God. Yeah. And I was like, this was not told to me before.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, that thing that I showed you in the photo.
But was the fanny pack like a diabetes?
Yes.
Actual like a.
Yes.
Oh, and
That's
you
why
just
she
thought it was
said
a fanny pack.
Me wearing my lifesaver was like not.
And you didn't know.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known either.
No, like who would know that that's a fanny pack? But
now, do you think at all that she was testing you to see how you would react in this crisis situation?
no, I don't think she was testing me. I think
She was just trying to. What do you think was her
I think she was a
MO
little bit
then?
of a space cadet,
Oh, okay.
like kind of head in the clouds. I mean, she like lived in Studio City and like shopped at Erewhon and
Mm.
you know like she wanted us to stop and get a shake at Erewhon afterwards. And I was
you were
like
I just told you I can't afford a $20 smoothie.
literally a $20 like I think it was like a Harry Styles smoothie was the name that the thing that she wanted.
And you were like, no.
No, I'm like
I'm dropping you off.
Yeah, but I was at that point I was like, I know I need to be nice
Mm-hmm.
because like a large man being angry is not.
Well, I was going to be like, you know, if she reported you, are you being a reliable narrator here with how you were acting? But she wanted you to come over later.
Yeah.
So you couldn't have been acting that bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Because I was like, she wanted to hang out.
So she basically reported you for rejecting her.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, that's like the dark side of the thing is like, you know,
Your
it's
word against mine.
my word, and it's like it's fine. Like if like the worst thing I did, I would say was like yell at her to stop crying so we could get because I was like, we need to focus.
Yeah.
It's like it's not you're not hurt.
Yeah.
You're frustrated.
Mm-hmm,
I was like, we need to get out of this. We can't be in this mentality when we're doing it.
Yeah.
It was like I was coaching the kids I coach at basketball.
Yeah.
That's basically what I was doing. So
yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
And
so
that's not romantic at all.
No, not one bit whatsoever.
The romance was sucked out of the air.
But she wanted to hang out still. So it's like I didn't know.
It's that 6'6".
Yeah. So it's like
the big boobs.
It's the big boobs.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. That was
the worst date.
The worst date. The worst date besides the one that the pilot's based off of. And we can get into that later. I don't want to have to double it up, but yeah.
Yeah, well I do have a story
let's hear
about
it.
leaving a date early, so.
Oh, okay.
So I met a girl on Tinder named Kim, and we exchanged a few messages before deciding to meet up for coffee. The date is going okay, although it was a bit boring. We grabbed our cup of Starbucks. I paid. We chatted for a bit and decided to drive to a cool little outdoor park to go for a walk.
So they're going to an outdoor situation. Been there.
Yes. Yes, he has. We drive about 30 minutes to this park, listened to a bit of music on the way, still getting to know each other a bit, and everything was going fine. I parked, we got out of the car and walked a bit, still chatting, nothing deep, but the usual what you do for work, hobbies, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take a leak, so I go to the bathroom, and when I walked out, I noticed she was talking to a guy, and he was being very flirty. And when I walked up to them, he asked who I was, and she responded, "Oh, he's just a friend."
Oh.
Ha 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 ha. And he said he wanted to grab her number to go out for a drink sometime. She was all too happy to give him the number, and they hug with a kiss on the cheek before he leaves. At this point, I was over it. I wasn't that interested in her, and if she's the type of person to show interest in another guy and exchange info in front of me, I have no future with her. I decided to make up some random excuse to get away and just got in my car and drove home. I didn't want to deal with her company for a 40-minute drive. I honestly feel like a bit of an asshole, but also feel like it was just in a sense considering what happened. AITA.
So he just ditched her there.
He ditched her 40 minutes away from where she lives.
Without her knowing? Or she just like, I'm by like
Well, he came up with an excuse and got in his car and drove away.
I would love to hear the excuse because that does matter
Wait, why? Oh, if it was like an emergency or something?
Yeah, I mean, you have to like. I've been in a situation not like that, but
Mm-hmm.
to where I had to go,
Yes.
and the preservation of hurting their feelings when you know you have to do what you got to do
Yeah.
for your own self-respect.
Mm-hmm.
So I empathize with the situation on paper, no matter what.
Yeah.
You're lying to get out of a situation. You leave a person 40 minutes where they are.
Yeah.
Asshole move. But I think there's some nuances there that
Mm-hmm.
matter in terms of like how much of an asshole. What do you think?
Right. I mean, this was crazy what she did. Like
That is insane.
That's
true,
really, but at the same time, you know, opportunities to meet people that you're attracted to don't come around that often. And sometimes
Yeah.
you got to just take the opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, she's like 40 minutes away from her place. So if she doesn't get the opportunity to like get
Right.
the number of this guy now, like it's not like maybe she'll run into him at the bar next weekend.
Right.
So it's kind of like it's hard out there to meet people you're attracted to. And so it's like, all right, obviously my date, this is boring as fuck right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going anywhere. This guy's really cute. So it's really rude and disrespectful to do this. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's kind of like, all right, whatever. And I guess if the worst that could happen, actually, this is not the worst that could
Yeah.
happen. But you know, if it's that I'm like stranded here, whatever, I'll get an Uber home. Like it seems like to me, she like weighed the options.
Yeah.
And she knew, she had to have known
Right.
that
Doing
by
that.
choosing this option,
Mm-hmm.
she was, it wasn't going to go anywhere with this other guy.
Right.
Unless she just thinks he's like a total schmuck.
That's a really good point. I mean, she made her own bed here
Yes.
by doing that. I mean, the only word that comes to mind in this situation is egregious. Like that is so egregious. Like if we're doing Monday morning quarterback on her,
yeah.
it's like the answer to this is where you could play both sides is, well, no, you can have my Instagram though.
Yeah.
That's the play it in the middle.
Yes.
Thank you. And then like the cheek kiss
It's crazy.
is,
and to be like, oh, he's just my friend. Ha 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 ha.
yeah. If he's European though,
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
but-
I know me some, it's like, oh,
Mwah, mwah.
very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
she should have been like put on an accent.
yeah. Or she's like, he's from
Yeah,
Serbia.
He's from France.
He's from France.
Yeah, or like do it all on the sly. Like I think what is discretion is the key here.
yeah.
Or maybe like then go like, oh, if he's coming back, be like, oh, it's nice to meet you, and then like, you know, run when you go to the bathroom, like, you know, here, like quick, like here's my number.
That's a perfect way to whittle that down is respect.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the day jobs I have is a substitute teacher. One thing that I tell the kids who are like on their phones blatantly
Yeah.
or like playing a game on the computer like right in front of me, because it's like, you know, I do that so I'm like I'm writing or
Yeah,
I'm
you're
editing.
doing something
I'm doing
else.
my own thing. That's why I have that. It's like I'm doing something. But I tell them, I'm like, what you guys, especially the high school kids, because I can talk a little bit more normal to them. I'm like, what you guys need to learn is to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Like the
That's
fact
so
that
funny you're teaching them that.
I know,
But
like,
it's true.
here's the thing. I was like, when you have an earbud in,
Yeah.
right? Do it on the opposite side of where I am.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Put
not,
your hair down
Yeah.
on the one side.
or if you put your hoodie up, I know you have a headphone in.
Yeah.
It's like learn how to be sneaky because I'm not gonna say anything because that means that you respect
my
me
intelligence.
and you respect me enough to not want to get caught. So I will reward you by not catching you.
Okay.
So the fact that she didn't even attempt to be sneaky is a blatant sign of disrespect.
True.
And I think as a man, no matter what, it's in our DNA, I think, that man, woman, anything, the moment that a guy feels disrespected, there's something that's severed, like, completely.
Yes, I know what you mean.
And I think if she were sneaky about it.
And even
like,
if he didn't notice, it would be like, all right, well, at least she's not playing in my face.
Yes.
Like, obviously, this date wasn't going well. It's boring. We're barely having any chemistry. So I guess if she met someone, it's whatever.
Right. And if he was mature, he would be like, all right, I saw what you did there.
Yeah.
You know, and he could play it as like, oh, I see what you're doing over here. Like,
Yeah.
be fun about it.
Mhm.
And she's like, well, I didn't want to be in your face about it. And then,
Sorry.
yeah, then there's something there. But like her blatant disrespect opened the door maybe for his
Disrespect. back.
or yeah, I don't even know if is it disrespect back if he's just like I'm dipping and lying and because I think
I guess like the main argument is it's just not a great idea to like leave a woman alone somewhere. And I mean, I guess you could argue, well, she wasn't alone because
She
this
called that
guy
guy.
is here. Yeah,
She
she's
has
probably
his
like, what are you doing?
she's like, hey, I got ditched
I'm
by
in your
my
neighborhood.
yeah. So my friend had to go. Can
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
He probably did her a favor. That's bad to say, but
Yeah. But I guess it's more about just like safety with women.
That's true.
But at the same time, she is a grown adult. Like I know how to get myself home
Right.
if ever I'm anywhere. It's not like he fucking stole her phone or broke her phone and then left her stranded.
yeah.
But you know, you're right. Like she did disrespect him. So it's like, why should I then sit in a car with you for 40 minutes after you just like played in my face after I'm spending my valuable time like taking you out.
Yeah.
And I mean, what did they do? He did pay for Starbucks. I mean, it's just coffee, but still.
And so he paid.
Yeah, he did pay.
There
so
you go.
that, you know, even though it's, you know, it's just coffee, it's still like he is paying. He is
Not going through a strike. He
going
has
through his time. Yeah, and he's taking up his time to
Yeah.
be with you. And I mean, I don't know why the hell you're driving around for
40 minutes.
I remember like actually in Arizona,
Mhm.
this one guy and I would drive. It was really fun.
Camelback.
I think it was or some kind of mountain, and it was
Yeah.
really pretty. And like we'd go during sunset.
Yeah, the Camelback.
and, like smoke. And,
Sunset Viewpoint. I know exactly what it
Yes,
is. Yeah.
and it was so fun. So maybe it was something like that, like where it's a cool view or whatever.
Did he say where they were?
No.
Regionally might actually be a factor in this.
Why? Oh, because of how difficult it was. Oh yeah, like if it was Camelback, you can't really get an Uber up there.
No. Like also like is it if it's in the US,
Yeah.
is that like because if it's in Europe and he's doing the kiss on the cheek,
Mm,
like that's a whole other context.
yeah.
And if it's in like Seattle, is it gonna rain?
Is it? Yeah, it's gonna
You know, like,
rain.
Is
Did
it
you
gonna
leave
rain?
her with an umbrella?
If it's in, so it all depends. If it's in a city, like what kind of safety is it? If it's like Midwest, people probably feel a little bit more safe.
Yeah, or are you dropping her off at like a park in the middle of like a city where it's
Right.
a bad area? I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is that it sounds like he mentioned more that he felt bad about what he did, not necessarily the fact that he left her alone, just the fact that he left her.
Yeah.
So I don't want to cop out and say it's a draw,
Mm-hmm.
because that's literally the opposite of what we're doing here. But I would say she's more of TA than he is. But I would still say it's a TA move, but it's a justified of a TA move.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, there's so many different, like there's NTA, so many ESHs.
That he's like less of an asshole than she is, but still an asshole.
No, because it could be like soft NTA or,
I should have learned the lingo before I came.
well, that might have been lingo from the old podcast.
It was there, whip.
We'll say a light ESH or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's light assholeness.
Yeah.
A little tiny asshole. Not a big one.
Not a big one.
Not a big butthole, no.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell the story of when you had to?
So him having to leave where someone is being not what you expected. I can relate to that. I was in a situation where before I get there, I don't realize until I get there that all of the pictures that she's taken on her profile are like in a mirror with like the phone covering most of her face.
Yes.
Or her smile.
You guys know when you take a picture and your phone's covering like and just showing maybe like one eye or something.
Yeah, it's that is a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get there, this is not the looks wise the person that is in the pictures.
Not at all.
No. Well, I mean it's a catfish sort of situation.
But it was her. It's just she was.
It was hers.
posed
She
in
was
really nice.
Yeah, like it was. There were things that she didn't show her teeth.
Oh.
And here's the thing is that like I don't want to seem shallow when I say this, but at the same time it's like the whole thing about dating apps, good or bad, putting yourself out there as you are, as close as you are to who you are, is better for everybody.
Yes.
Not hiding it.
Yes. Well, height for one.
Yeah,
with men.
With men, sure.
It's like you guys. Not only height, but anything. Like when you appear younger, or if you appear like you have bigger boobs, or anything, like you're about to meet this person.
Someone's gonna figure it out. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can maybe like reel them in easier, but then when you show up, it's just going to be disappointment. So you guys, you have to like put your most realistic, like best, but not your best.
Yeah.
You need realistic photos on
Yes.
there. You actually
Updated.
should not, updated. You honestly really should not put your best photos
Right.
on there. Maybe one, but don't do like your top best photos that you've ever taken in your life,
Yes.
because even then I do think that you can disappoint people.
Or don't filter them, right? And
Yeah, don't filter them.
And granted, I'm not speaking of a person from authority of like I know about. I've learned these things as well, where it's like
trial and error.
You put the things, and it's like I didn't put a lot of like smiley photos on one time, and like I meet the person in person, and they were like, "You're a lot goofier," and like,
oh yeah,
like you're not a suave man.
You weren't
and
representing
Yeah,
yourself.
and I was like, I know I'm not suave.
Should we look at your Hinge profile right
You
now?
want me to just?
Yeah.
And by the way, when you told me about this, I did just like I hadn't been on
in a while.
these apps in a long time, and I was like, let me get back on and see.
I'll tell you if it's a proper representation of you. How do I go to it?
Okay. Yeah, you haven't been on.
No.
You're like, oh.
It looks a little different than
Like,
2014.
How do I get on there? I've only used the telephone. I dialed my phone like this. I don't know how to get on an app.
What is this new technology?
Okay. All right. Here we go. Do you want me to go over it, or do you want to look at it?
No, I'll look at it.
Oh,
I'll
boy.
explain it. All right, the first picture, very cute. It's him getting his bow tie adjusted.
Alex Tieman's wedding.
Oh, okay, cute. And then it says, you should not go out with me if you have not, in all caps, seen a Goofy movie. This is a non-negotiable. Well, first of all, you guys, Chet is literally Max from a Goofy movie.
That's who I'm turning into Goofy.
After the hiking date.
Yes.
You've turned into Goofy.
To Goofy, yeah.
Okay, so.
And that's to show the Goofy. That was because a girl said, like, you're not, like, you don't present yourself as Goofy. Like, that was the subtext of what she said. So right away.
Yeah, that's perfect. I bet you people probably message you a lot about that, right?
And that's, like, some of them do, yeah.
Also, how many matches do you get on a weekly, would you say? I feel like yours is probably more than average.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like most guys, it's like not.
It's not.
The ratio is really
It's not,
low.
and I acknowledge that. It's the height is doing
Red
a lot.
Pledge.
The
All
boobs.
Right, so the boobs. The boobs. All right, figuring out my dating goal is monogamy. Kentucky and Arizona. Oh, we have a very filtered photo.
What, is it?
No, it's just like an old timey like.
No. Oh, it's old timey photo.
Yeah, it's not like filtered like your face.
Height. That's where I was showing that.
Oh,
that's
the
to
height,
show
yeah,
the height.
That's
that
good.
I'm not lying.
But it does have like an Instagram filter over it.
Yeah, it was my ex took that one, but it was the best height photo.
How long ago is this though? I mean, you look the same.
That was like 5 years ago.
Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't like Instagram from like 2012.
No.
Oh, that's a good one. It's almost like it's a selfie, but it's like almost like a gym selfie.
Yeah.
A little bit, but he's in his office. All right. Best travel story. It's responsible for the decline of NBA viewership. Officiating has completely ignored the call, and the lack of discipline in the rules of the game and inconsistent whistle has eroded the game itself. What?
Travel?
Oh, do you think any girls get that?
If they do, then
she's your gal.
That is like, if they don't get it, great. Whatever.
Do they get it? Do some
Sometimes
girls get it?
that is the least engaged with.
Yeah.
Because on Hinge you can like a prompt or respond to a photo or whatever.
Yeah.
The ones that do get that, that's the thing. Is it like if looks is the first thing they present themselves as, like
Yeah.
that as their personality is the way that they look, I have less likely to engage. If they're engaged with something like that, their appearance doesn't matter as much because I know I'm going to have a good time talking with them
Right.
on that. And that's why I do that extravagant, insane thing.
All right, green flags I look for: Turkmenistan, Washington State, Brazil. What's the Brazil?
Green flags.
Why? Oh,
Green flags.
well, clearly I wouldn't be. I would be like,
We would not
"What?
match
Swipe."
this fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you? I'm like a dumbass. Oh, okay.
Green-
Okay, so you're very punny here.
I try to be like light and fun, and
Yeah.
that is learned from not like presenting myself as too like serious or like not. I try to match my personality as much as I can.
Now, do people get that?
That one's rare. I had to put Brazil at the bottom because people were talking about like these are the type
I'm
of
from
women.
Brazil. Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
And another girl, like someone was like, "Oh my God, Washington State. That's where I'm from. I'm from Spokane." And I was like, "Are you like? Did you not?" But it's also like if they don't get it, it's like we already have
Conversation
something
starter.
to talk about,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, and then he's got a tall pic again, adjusting his tie in a very clean house.
Clean. I love how you looking at the house.
It's a very clean house.
It's an Airbnb in Palm Springs.
I will rate you did a good job.
Thank you.
Great job. I think that the punniness would go over my head,
Sure.
but I would be interested. I'd be like, all right, what's this about?
Thank you.
I'd be like, I'm not Brazilian, but fine.
Which one would you? Because like if on Hinge you can like one of those things.
Oh, you can like a photo. Oh,
That's how you. There's no swiping. There's an X.
oh, I would like the Goofy movie one, obviously.
The Goofy one? Okay,
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
cool. Just curiosity, but I'm gonna delete it after this because it's too much work. It's too much
It's a full-time
time
job,
and effort. But
and he's got to look for a real job, folks. Times are tough out there.
times are tough out here, so I should probably put that. I got a month to get this pilot out and some other things, so I'd rather spend my time doing that. But who knows? Maybe I'm gonna meet someone great in the 8 new messages that I have to check on.
There you go.
So it's great, and hopefully I learned from past mistakes, like the point to where to finish up the thing in that scenario where she
The
was
woman did not look.
like she did in the scenario. She was watching the Ed Gein monster show on Netflix,
Which is truly
beyond disturbing.
queasy.
And like in that, while we're like sitting there and like having a glass of wine, and I'm like trying to just figure out what to do and like kind of word vomiting like I am now, like with this kind of like energy.
Yeah.
In stride, she like takes off my pants,
Yes.
stands up and folds them in front of me
Mm-hmm.
and says, "You're not getting these back until round 2." And like walks to the door.
And this is what my character does in the pilot.
Yeah, and that's like, and I had to call my friend Kenny because I was just talking to him on the way there.
Yeah.
And so I'm in the bathroom, like pantsless, being like, "Hey, I'm pretending to poop right now. You got to call me to get me out of this thing." And he's like, "What? Do I need to call the cops? Like, what's happening?"
Oh, okay. So he called and said that he was on the side of the road.
Yeah, so he's like, "I'm on the side of the road and I'm really drunk."
Yeah.
And the girl, she's like hearing this and she's like, "Just get him an Uber. I'll call him an Uber." And she's like, "I will do it. Like, don't leave right now." And so just maneuvering that. And so that was, I had to leave and I felt bad. But at the same time, she
was holding your pants hostage.
watching a serial killer movie, making me feel like she's a serial killer.
And the worst serial killer movie, like that movie is like gave me nightmares for like a month. Or not movie, that series. I don't know why I watched it. It was so sick.
And it was the pilot. So it was like the weirdest one. So like imagine
Oh, that wasn't the weirdest one.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, God.
No.
So that being in your field of view while someone is taking your
Pants off.
Yeah,
you did not. You wanted to get the fuck out
Oh
of there.
my God. Oh my God. I was like looking.
You were like, "Is this the inspo for tonight?"
Yeah. And there was like, I even forgot about this. There was a fire truck like outside,
Mm-hmm.
or like there were police cars outside. And I was like looking out the window on her like 5th floor. I was like,
Right here.
guys, she's gonna kill me. So yeah. Anyway.
We've got Jeffrey Dahmer over here,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, Jessica Dahmer.
Yeah. So let's get into our next story.
Okay.
So I, 37M, matched with this girl, 37F, on a dating app 2 weeks ago. Within a few days of matching, we started messaging and ultimately exchanged numbers. Within the past week or so, we've been texting almost every day, and we've had at least a couple of phone calls, being both over an hour.
Ooh.
We also exchanged a few pics. Earlier this week, I planned a happy hour date on Friday at 5:30 p.m. because we were both working from home.
Mhm.
At 3:45, she hits me up to offer to go out later in the night or the next night, which is tonight, because her nail appointment is taking longer than expected. I replied advising that I'd still like to see her tonight, and we agree for 7:30 at the same bar.
Okay.
6:15, she texts me asking for a rain check for the next night. She sends me a pic of her getting her nails done. She also says that she and her nail artist got into a heated exchange. Well, please share the tea on that.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, we want to hear
Story
that. Forget this
next.
story.
Sequel.
A few minutes later, she calls me and we talk about what happened, but ultimately, well, what happened?
It happened.
Tell us.
Come on.
But ultimately agree for a date the next night at 7:30, so they postpone it.
All right.
I decided to show grace and not make an issue out of her being unable to make the date at either 5:30 or 7:30 earlier.
Yeah.
She thanks me for showing grace and says that she's down for a date the next night and that she's waiting for a text confirming the location. At 9:30 that night, I text her the name of the place and time. At or around 9 a.m. the next morning, she sends a like emoji on the text from last night confirming the time and date.
Right.
5:30 p.m. today, she texts that she finds it strange and disappointing that I was mute all day and didn't confirm our date again. She then proceeds to block my number, block me on the dating app, and wouldn't answer my calls or texts from different numbers. I don't understand what I did wrong. Am I overreacting for being flustered and actually very sad that she canceled on me like this?
Not overreacting whatsoever.
Yeah, so I wanted to do this story because I've seen this large discourse online about how people need the other person to confirm day of, no matter what, that they're going out that night, even if they've confirmed the day before.
Yeah.
Now, I think I'm in the very small minority that thinks that you don't really have to hear from them that day if you've definitely confirmed like the night before. But also, I know I really haven't been in the dating game in a long time, and I know like times have changed, and you know, maybe I'm not like fully putting myself in the headspace, but like my thought was always like, I guess I'm looking at it as from like a friend perspective, like
Yes.
I guess I will like text my friends like, okay, I'm on my way. But a lot of times I like don't hear from them all day. And if it's a flaky friend or if it's like my very type B friend, I usually like check in a little earlier because I'm like, hey, we're still on. I have to babysit them a little bit more than my regular friends. So I put up a poll. If you have a date scheduled, do you have to hear from the other person the day of the date to consider it still on? What do you think before I give the results?
I mean, when you say you're in the minority, like, no. I mean, it's more of a probably interesting podcast if I disagree with you.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
Because, no, you don't need to. And I think that if you do need to, that comes from a place of insecurity and fear that you're going to get ditched.
Yeah.
I would be interesting because these are all like the guy's perspectives. I would like to hear her perspective, but from his telling of the story, he is giving her grace. I would not do that.
Yeah, if we're going to this situation, I think it's probably different than what my my listeners are kind of more like not answering based on this story that I just read because this story.
Right.
So it's two different things.
Yeah, so I think regardless it's the same answer.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need to because 20 years ago, it's like all you had was
All you had was that.
maybe pager.
But we do have to like keep up with the times, and now we are. I think that's what like frustrates me about it is because like we're so in touch now, and I kind of hate that fact that like we're all so accessible to one another. But I mean, like that's like the times, I guess, and we have to like move in what the times are.
What did the listeners say?
90% said yes, they have to hear from them.
What?
And 10% said no, I assume it's on because it's in the books.
Do we have demographics on this? I want to hear.
I mean, it's mostly women.
But that's
like
fine. I actually was
listeners.
thinking not necessarily women, but generations like millennials and Gen Z.
I think I have Gen Z, millennials. I have Gen X too, and
Yeah.
I think I have boomers as well. So
You got the quadfecta.
Well, my mom's friends and my friends' moms are my little fans.
Love it. Deezers, what are they called? The what's your what
Boomers?
are the no like your followers are called.
Oh well, we haven't come up with a name yet, and we need to. They're
Deezers. I just at
Deezers,
the top.
like geezers.
No, those are the boomer fans.
Yeah, my Deezers. No, that's the greatest generation. That's like our grandparents. You know, that's what they're called, the greatest generation. I'm like self-proclaimed.
Well, I mean, it's because they went through World War II and killed the Nazis.
Yeah.
Which
so we'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
They created the boomers, though.
Yeah.
Which we're both of our parents are boomers.
No, just kidding. We love you guys.
Yeah, we love
you.
Deezers.
The
Deezers.
The Deezers.
Sorry, continue.
I'm gonna listen to my ladies, and here's some responses I got.
Great.
I don't expect them to confirm first. I'll definitely text and ask, but I'm not going if they don't answer. Fair enough. If they're ghosting you, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I get that.
She goes, I listened to a podcast where the girls said that they expect their date to confirm and they won't reach out, but if the other person doesn't, then they won't go. And that sounded insane to me. And then someone else goes, so many times I've never heard from a guy after he planned the date. I don't text or ask if we are still on. If he wants it enough, he's going to communicate. And if I haven't heard from them by the time I would, this is actually a good point. If I haven't heard from them by the time that I would need to start getting ready, it ain't happening either. Checking in at 6:30 when we're supposed to meet at 7, you're already blocked. Don't waste my time. All right. Well, I think this is a learning lesson, Chet, though, that just check in because it seems like that's what the ladies want.
That's fair. It's totally fair. I see it differently because I'm gonna be late or like somehow not on purpose. It's just a thing.
Just who I am.
I'll say if it's like something's happening and I'll let them know ahead of time if it's not a last minute late.
Yeah.
So usually I know that like I'm gonna get in my own way somehow. So not necessarily.
So it's already gonna go wrong. So like, what's the point? I mean,
yeah. No, but it's good to know another like this is why I'm glad that we were able to hear the other side of it.
Yeah.
Because the getting ready thing I do understand.
Yes, I am definitely. That is such a good point because like I do not want to be like putting makeup on and doing my hair if I don't have to. Like women, we do not want to do, especially for me, like acting or like having to do this or whatever. Like I feel like I have to do it. If I don't need to put makeup on, I'm not doing it.
Right.
So I do feel like I think it is respectful and like also maybe it's not even just confirming, but it's like can't wait for tonight. I'm really looking forward to tonight. And then it would be like, oh yeah. I think it is good to hear from them that day.
I think that is true. I do think grace goes both ways. It's like some people have like crazy lives and there's stuff going on with work.
True.
And it's like you can't. This is part of the issue I have in dating now digitally. Is there is this sense, it's overwhelming sense of what can you do for me? It's so when someone goes out of their way to like, you know, hey, how's your day? What's going on? Or like give someone the benefit of the doubt until they lose it.
Yeah.
That's how, not to be like, that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's this human level of like, we've lost, this is kind of existential, but like, we've lost faith in a lot of different aspects of interpersonal communication.
Yeah. And so many assumptions get made, especially because we're talking digitally most of the time at this point.
And it's part of the reason, I know we talk about dating apps and all this stuff, and digital dating, but I'm that's why I tried to get rid of it for a bit, because meeting people in person, it's like, I was with my friend in Sundance, and I saw him in college. He was very like timid. He went up to this girl who like was very attractive, and like you never, like I would have never known that he would have done that 10 years ago. And I was like, wow. And he's like, yeah, man, she was just looking at me, so I went up and said, what's up?
Nice.
And I was like, I'm not a shy person, but because of all this digital dating, I found myself more shy. And it's like, that's not who I am. And so the reason I'm saying all that is that, like, because we're in our heads and our phones are our heads at this point. Although I'm not discounting what they're saying, I do understand the scenario and the specifics of it. Putting yourself out there is part of it. And like taking the leap of like, this was our plan, this is what we talked about, you know, that people, they're not, having faith that people's stasis is not ghosting.
Yes.
That's where I'm like,
giving the benefit of the doubt
to humans, right?
Right.
And it's like, I have a little bit more grace for, I don't actually. I need to have a little bit more grace for Gen Z. Because like, if I tell my friend, like, if you don't know what Hey Arnold is, like, what do we have to talk about?
If you don't know the Goofy movie, have you never seen the Goofy movie?
It's more of a generational thing. Like, not that we're going to talk about it, but it's like, if you don't remember 9/11, what do we have? Like, you don't know what a gusher is?
That comes up on the first date.
You had a gusher because of the guy with the giant thing. So I'm saying, like, I need to have a lot more grace for people younger than me, because they don't have like the interpersonal thing,
as
but
much
like
as we did.
I don't want to give up on that.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is, like, I understand where they're coming from, but I'd like for people, including myself, to have a little bit more faith when they
exactly give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not ghosting you, or they don't not want to go with you. Like, they planned this date, they took the time to like make a reservation or decide where to go. Why would they that day? I mean, and you know, probably you guys are responding off of past experiences. Like one of my other listeners says, I would have answered the second option before I spent a year with the world's flakiest man. So like, I know that these rules are most likely coming, and these standards or boundaries that you have are most likely coming from past experiences of fucking asshole men that ruin it for everyone, who ghost on you or stand you up. So I'm not blaming you at all. But I do think it is like, if you have a date planned, why would you ever think it was canceled unless you heard otherwise?
Exactly.
But for the men out there listening, clearly this is something like a little safety and security, or like to feel good and to make sure before we start getting ready and wasting our time, then just do it. If this is what women want, then give it to them.
And I think, if women want to give it to them, and for everybody, like, take some risks. And like, maybe go with faith over fear in terms of the people who you're talking to. First, unless they give you reason to be fearful of them doing something. Give them
the B of the D.
The B of the D.
The B of the D.
Give them the B of the D.
But with this situation, though, this story.
Oh, the story.
I mean, you flaked a million times. This
the
woman.
girl,
because she was getting her nails done, understandably. She wants to look cute for you.
And they got into a real big disagreement.
Oh, I know. I'm dying to know what that was about. Let's get her on the horn. And he gave you grace, as we're saying. Grace is the word of the day.
Grace. B of the D, grace.
B of the D. And he confirmed. She said, I'm waiting for you to text the location. He confirms at 9:30. She likes it in the morning. All right, great. There was nothing for him to respond to.
No.
She could have been like, okay, great, I can't wait to see you tonight. And then he probably would have been like, yeah, same.
A like is a response.
A like is a response. And when you like something, you are not expecting anyone to respond back. Usually when you like or heart something, you're just saying like, confirmed, got it. I'm not expecting a response.
Can you like the like?
Can you like the like? That's going to be a new feature.
Can you like the like?
Can you like the like? I think that she's jumping to some conclusions here.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean,
No,
he
he's not.
confirmed it, and he just gave you grace for canceling a bunch of times. Like,
Yeah,
I
this
don't know. I
sounds-
think people are taking this rule too hard and fast.
90% is how many people was it?
How many that voted? I don't know.
I mean,
Sorry.
90% is. I mean, this is it's good because this way, I think maybe everybody can kind of learn from each other on this.
Yeah, now you know. Now you know.
Now we know.
But I do kind of think, I don't know, I'm still like, I still have that feeling when I hear it on the internet of people saying that. I'm kind of like,
no, I'll say it. Your listeners are wrong.
I think if it's, look, I think if it's, this is what I think. This is where I think I'm standing on the situation.
Let's do it.
If the date was made days prior,
Yeah.
and I haven't heard from them, like, and then if I haven't heard on the day, then I think it's not on.
24-hour rule?
Yeah.
18,
I think if
maybe,
you
yeah.
heard from the day before, like, okay, can't wait for tomorrow night, I would still think it's on.
Yeah.
But I guess I would want to hear from them before, because what if I just show up and they're not there? Like, again, it just goes back to, this is the world we live in now, because we are so accessible to
Right.
one another. And actually, Ken responded and said,
Oh,
only
right.
via social media have I learned people don't send any messages day of, making it hard to tell if you're getting stood up or not. On most any outing, I'm in contact with hours before, getting there early to communicate parking tips or anything useful at least.
Right.
But also anything you can do to make sure the other person will arrive smoothly and in good spirits and express some commitment / exciting for the outing for a date. That's true.
Yeah. It's Ken's wise old Ken.
I know.
Not old, but like his mind is 1,000 years old.
True.
The way that
He's
just
got
put
an
that.
old soul.
Old soul. And it's,
But it is true. Like, if you want success in the date, yeah, like, communicate. It really does only take like 2 seconds to send a text. Can't wait for tonight.
yes. However, people like are so afraid of coming off as thirsty by
Yeah.
just being like, or like ask a question about parking if like maybe they've got shit going on in their day.
Yeah.
This is your first date. You are not the most important thing in their life.
Right. If
Yet.
it's a first date. That's true. That's
It's
true.
like you cannot expect a guy to a girl for you to be the number one priority. You make plans,
Yeah.
but like
Maybe
if-
one day you'll be the number one priority.
Yeah.
But
But
you're
you can
right. Like,
also
I don't
reach
have.
out.
Yeah, exactly. I would not have a problem doing that. Like the first listener I said, but I've heard other people online being like, well, I'm not reaching out if I don't hear from him that day. But it's like, I wouldn't have a problem. It'd be like, oh, I did find a TikTok that was like, don't ask, are we still on for tonight? Say, can't, like, excited for tonight. Because then you give
Yes.
them the opportunity to ditch, or they might even think that you are trying to look for an out.
yeah.
So, little pro tip out there, don't say, are we still on for tonight? Say, can't wait.
That's what we call subtext.
Subtext. So, I don't know. That's a tricky one. I say, do it because the girlies want it. And girlies, Deezers,
Teasers.
don't be afraid to text them that day.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to be quote unquote thirsty or cringy. If
Yeah.
you're feeling it, go for it. And if they don't respond, they're doing you a favor.
Exactly. And then you'll know, instead of having to wait around all day and wonder. And then men or whoever planned the date, be sure to respond.
If you can. And if not, you'd be like, you qualify it. I had stuff going on. I got called in. I went to an audition. Something.
I guess, but if I texted
Really?
at noon and I didn't hear from them all day until like 6:30, I'd be like, "Oh, I like didn't hear from you."
Oh yeah. Okay. So I misunderstood that. But yeah. That's great. Be of the D, but guys, just send a like or something minimum.
Yeah.
Girls are looking for
Reassurance.
minimum effort.
Yeah. Maximum effort, please. Good Lord.
No, I'm saying at minimum.
We are not advertising minimum effort here.
more than
Just kidding.
0 effort.
Yes. Well, let's just end it on. Well, okay. Well, first of all, we say you are not overreacting. I'm sorry. He confirmed the night before. 9:30, you flaked. Sorry. No. Let's just end it on a funny listener submission.
Let's hear it.
So I-25F was swiping on Hinge when a picture of my guy friend, who I knew through our mutual friends, Adam, popped up. So it sounds like they weren't super close.
Okay.
Mutual friend kind
Mutual
of thing.
friend.
I DM'd him a screenshot of his Hinge profile as a joke and was like, should I swipe right? This guy is cute. I expected him to just laugh, but he was like, wait a minute, I'm not on Hinge. Apparently someone was using his photos. He's a musician with a decent social media following, so it's not totally crazy that someone would have taken his pics. So naturally, I swiped right. Luckily, we matched. So we devised a plan, and me and this quote-unquote Adam chatted for a little while and arranged to meet up. But I was going to have the real Adam there to confront this catfish. Unfortunately, they never showed, and he ended up blocking me on Hinge, so we didn't even get the opportunity to call him out and tell him to stop. But Adam and I ended up having a nice dinner together that night, and now we're dating.
What? Is this a listener submission?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's a good old Deezer
so
story
good.
for us.
I know.
I love that.
Such a good ending.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know what that person's plan was, though.
Also, it was their plan was a bad plan because this person is not going to meet up if it's not the real person.
What do you mean?
If he's
because
using
they're
Adam's
catfishing,
photos,
yeah.
he's catfishing.
But that's why I'm like, well, what was the catfisher's plan? Like, just to be
that-
weird and talk on,
Probably
like maybe
get
try and get like
photos.
nude pics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine.
That makes
A
sense.
lot of weirdos out there
He's trying to get nudes, which is like you can get them
for free.
for free. But I guess it's like
The chase.
Yeah, the chase. Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
Well, congrats to Adam and listener.
Yes. Thank you for writing in. That's so fun. Well, and thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Shannon.
This was
great.
wonderful. Tell them where you can find you.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Piece of Chet. You can find my pilot is going to be coming out a couple weeks after this comes out on Lou Ken Entertainment's YouTube channel, and
I'll post it.
thank you very much. Shannon's incredible in it.
Oh, stop.
Honestly, steals the show. I'm not joking. You're so good.
Thank you.
I can't wait to show you. And at Baklava Chewbacca on all music platforms, you can check out the song. There's going to be a couple the rest of the year. There's going to be 3 or 4 more coming out. It's fun. It's kind of like
it is fun.
It's like a Bo Burnham meets
like Lonely Island.
Yeah, I would say it's like not as wild as Lonely Island, but it's more of just a goofy, fun bopper. Yeah. So hopefully you guys check it out and get a look inside my head.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you guys for listening. Remember to rate, review, subscribe. Watch us on YouTube so you can see our beautiful faces. And follow me on Instagram for all the latest and greatest polls. And thank you for listening. Remember, you can't spell drama without D.